All the board members should have received the minutes from the June 15th meeting from the secretary. There's no discussion. Entertain a motion to accept them.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, motion's made second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Okay, our first item on the agenda this evening is discussion regarding 7 Brew Coffee amended site plan. Good evening. So you, obviously you've received the memo from the planner, actually the draft resolution.
Yes.
Sorry, okay. And obviously you heard the discussion earlier. We have one amendment at least that we have regarding the one item from the traffic engineer signing off. So you have no issues with what's been drafted so far, and okay. Just a matter of meeting the conditions to get final site plan approval. So if you have no questions for us, Bruce.
I have noticed something very unfortunate. Just make sure. The county gave us a conditional referral letter,
Okay.
which the board has decided to override with the understanding that there have been compromises made on many of the site plan elements. Certain waivers were granted. My understanding is that you will still need to override the county referral letter, which is reflected in the resolution. That means that you need a majority +1 of the full membership of the board, which we do not have this evening.
All right. So that poses a little bit of a problem tonight.
Yes. Now, we won't be able to vote on this until the next meeting. That being said, for the applicant's sake, if you would like to discuss anything about this, you're not expected to come back for a vote at the next planning board meeting. I understand that you've driven a considerable distance this evening, and this is an oversight on our part. I apologize.
Can I ask a question? Are you looking to get a demo permit too, to start work?
Yes.
Would this board consider letting him move ahead with a demo permit?
Yes.
Yeah, that
No
should
problem
be
at
a,
all. I have no problem with that.
yeah, I don't see an issue with that.
And then in the
And get
meantime,
them,
you can start working on the conditions?
Yeah, from a condition standpoint, just some of the things in the memo, just quickly, we added the note for the blue lights, to be turned off at 1 hour after closing, the 15-foot pole lights, and then we've got some engineering concerns that we're working through, not necessarily concerns, but I was able to just drop off our full application to Dutchess County Health Department on the way here today with my fee. So he really wasn't going to didn't want to start his review until we had a resolution, but we essentially have a resolution.
yeah, I was gonna
So
say,
I
essentially
think
have it. It's just, it's
work through it.
unfortunately, we're just,
Yeah.
one person short of approving this tonight. And again, if you're okay with this, I mean, I think the board is okay with you moving forward.
Okay.
I don't see a problem with, and again, if we could get another member will be here at the next meeting. Hopefully we'll have 5 people to go ahead and just vote on this and move it forward. So, I mean, it's not like, I mean, the intention was to have it done tonight.
Right.
Again, you still have a little bit of work anyway, but if, the building department issues a demo permit, at least you could start something at this point. And then we can just follow up with that final, signing off on that document on the next meeting.
Are we able to send anything to the health department?
Can I
So
call
that
them
we can,
tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see
so
why.
that they can start
Right.
their review?
I mean, again, it's, if it, either way, they would have been, the health department, could have been working on it anyway at this point.
Yeah, I
For the
don't
most
know
part.
that they may have been waiting until a resolution was signed. We can at least send an email from the town saying,
Yeah,
I'll send an email tomorrow to Dan Keeler for you.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we just met, so Dan and I. So.
Yeah, so,
figured I'd hand deliver it and shake his hand and
Okay,
make more friends. So, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm on my planning board.
It-
I know
it's-
how it works with county referral.
yeah, at least on our end, I mean, we're pretty much,
Yeah.
we're good with the project. I mean, it is definitely not a problem. It's just unfortunately, we're just at one person short,
Okay.
which we kind of overlooked the, the county's recommendations, let's put it that way.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
We'll keep plugging along, get it straightened out.
Okay.
I can call you tomorrow. I was gonna stay over so I can pay for my demo permit, but I kinda wanna get home. I kinda wanna get home tonight. I got a lot more travel this week, so it's not.
You can overnight it. We can talk in the morning.
No problem. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, appreciate it.
But listen, next meeting, we'll make sure it's done.
Okay.
Okay.
And is there 1 or 2 weeks?
It's the
No, it's
17th.
when is it? August 17th, yeah. So in July and August, we only have one meeting because
Okay.
of the summer.
That's why I asked, 'cause
Yeah.
I knew July, but, all right.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
It is what it is, we'll figure it out. All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right. Okay, next item on the agenda is the Ober Creek subdivision.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. I'm Danielle Stark from the Bella Associates, here on behalf of the applicant Alexander Reese for firstly, the subdivision for his property, and secondly, after this, the next agenda item, the lot line realignment. We received the negative declaration for the subdivision at the last planning board meeting, and I believe tonight you have an opportunity to vote on the resolution for approval.
Yep. Okay, so you've received the resolution, correct?
I did not receive a, oh, you did? Okay, all right,
Okay,
maybe
and there's
the
no-
project manager, maybe Kyle Ahern did.
There's no comments, there's no concerns with the
Okay.
resolution as drafted at this point?
Okay, no, I'm here on behalf of another project manager, so maybe he
Okay.
received it, but as long as you don't have
All right.
any issues, I'm okay.
All right, I mean, this is pretty straightforward tonight, again, as long as we don't have any other curveballs that pop up here. But if this is, I mean, basically, it's just a vote at this point. So entertaining a motion to approve, actually for both applications, for the subdivision and lot line realignment for Ober Creek. We have the
I'll move that.
motion to, for the preliminary and final subdivision approval. I'm thinking straight here. So Paul's made the motion, do we have second? Second. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so we're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a
So
good
that's
evening.
for both items then? Yes. Okay.
Yes, both of those, yes, correct. They're both in the same resolution.
Yeah, great, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, so on to our next item for this evening, which is a discussion for site plan and special use permit for Hudson Valley Volkswagen.
Good evening.
Evening.
How's everybody?
All right. All right, so, obviously you were here for some of the pre-meeting discussion. Correct. Regarding the application. Apparently we have, it's a couple of items that we need to discuss, just to kind of finalize the site plan, or how we're going to mitigate a couple of things, but one of which is kind of keeping the cars off of the landscape. That was one of the first notes I wrote down here. Just
And I listened to what you'd said, and I mean, what I was thinking while listening is maybe we can do landscape stones in what is now lawn. I mean, you could curb it, but let's be honest, somebody's gonna bounce it on a curb.
Right.
I could do landscaping, you know, we could put rocks, we could put low growth, but I'm thinking rocks might be a better move.
Rocks
We
are
did small
movable.
stones.
I don't want anything movable.
What we'll use for wetland buffer delineation, we refer to as boulder, but it would be something of a size that could not be moved
Sure.
without machinery, essentially. But I think that, you know, depending on what the applicant is comfortable proposing, the board is looking for delineation of the parking areas and enhancement of the landscaped areas.
Well, they are right now curved. All the areas that we show are actually shown on the site plan, they're curved, they're existing curves. So listening to what you're saying, I know guardrails, but, I mean, that's gonna look like hell. I'm wondering if I did a timber, let's say a timber guardrail right behind the curb, was that something, you can't move it, you're certainly
Yeah.
not driving into it.
Yeah, I mean, that would
I
work.
think that would look the best, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so a timber guardrail,
yeah,
okay, I'll go up 18 inches,
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, again, if they decide to hit it with a car, they're gonna damage it, so.
They're gonna
you know,
fix it.
But, again, it prevents the problem that, you know, when the application came in, we had all the pictures of everything on the grass, so,
No,
yeah.
okay, that, I think, we'll show detail, we'll show it on our plan. What was the, I'm sorry, what was your?
Enhancement of the landscaping,
Lance, yeah.
Oh, all right,
a more robust landscaping plan for those landscaped areas.
and that would be behind the guardrail.
It would be, I guess, I mean, I think the planning board would like to see something throughout the site. You're going down to 23% landscaped area.
Yes.
So, and, I mean, the current plan doesn't have your full landscaping plan, but it looks like a couple of trees and mostly lawn. So I think that, you know, it's up to the board, but my mind goes to bushes, decorative grasses, trees in areas that don't currently have them.
So,
A landscaping plan on those landscaped islands.
okay, so we'll do that behind the curb, or behind the timber.
Behind the rail, yeah.
Okay. The other issue, I'm trying to get clarification on the wetland. We have applied to the DEC, which I think we supplied you with a letter from the DEC, basically saying that a permit was not required.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure where you're wanting us to go with this.
So it's not a DEC wetland, they're not claiming jurisdiction. It is an Army Corps wetland, you're not gonna need anything from them. It's just a town wetland, you've applied for a wetland disturbance permit. So, once a secret determination is made and the board moves towards a resolution, that resolution would also include approval of a wetland disturbance permit.
Okay. All right, so there's nothing more that we need to do, we're just really waiting out the process.
Yeah, I think that what the board is currently weighing the pros and cons of is disturbance in the wetland buffer, with the understanding that it is currently disturbed space,
Right.
with other issues that they see on the site, particularly landscaping and encroachment into landscaped areas.
Okay.
So unless I am mistranslating anything in that paraphrasing, I think that the board is
No, I think it-
interested in entertaining that wetland disturbance
Yeah.
permit with that understanding.
Okay. If I can jump to the variances. The variances were granted back in October of last year. They were granted conditionally pending seeker with this board. So,
Right.
they didn't ask us to come back.
They shouldn't have voted.
Sorry.
I think, Kyle, they technically weren't supposed to vote. So what we're gonna do is, when you get the secret determination in your favor, we'll put them back on the ZBA just for the vote.
Okay, all right.
All right.
And the other issue I think that was remaining, correct me if I'm wrong, was the traffic.
Some minor comments on your turning template for the auto hauler. And also, Barbara, they're showing, the building department asks for a loading zone to be delineated for where the auto hauler is going to be directed to go and load and unload. What they're showing is essentially a plan that this truck's going to be able to get back here and turn around and leave. Do you want something more than that? Do you want a hatched area, something painted? Or does this satisfy?
That works if it works for the tractor trailer. The biggest problem we have on Route 9 is all the tractor
Oh, yeah.
trailers unload on Route 9.
Yeah.
So it's a
No,
safety issue
We
as well.
understand that. We were able to get, showing traffic movements that can get back there. There was an issue about, one of the questions you had asked for a double yellow line and a stop bar.
Yeah, so that's where your turning radius meets Route 9. And the traffic consultant wants to make sure that that auto hauler is going to be able to turn into the site if somebody is waiting at that stop bar to pull out.
Okay, there is no stop bar, and that's 2 lanes north. There is no double yellow.
The stop bar and the yellow line are at the entrance.
There's no stop bar there.
There's not like a,
No stop sign, no stop bar.
okay, can you,
I don't want to show one because now I'm going to the DOT.
sure, because it's not on
It's
the
not
ground.
required.
I understand.
There is no double yellow line because obviously you're 2 lanes north.
Can you then, well, no, the double yellow line is not in Route 9. The double yellow line that we're referring to is sort of, this is the width of the drive aisle at the entrance. The double yellow line is just demarking to us where the center of that is.
So you
So
want us
if you
to
can give
show
us-
theoretical center line.
I think that what would satisfy that is a dimensional call out, sort of just shy of that turning radius. This is how width the drive aisle is. This
Okay.
is where the middle of it is. This is us showing that the auto hauler can pull in only using half of that width.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw it out there, it may not be able to do that, because I'm sure you guys have had this experience. These trucks, when they make these turns, the radii the DOT allows, does not work without that truck veering out.
Totally going over, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I show it, I want to be very clear, there's a chance it will not work. The model's not going to be able to make it work.
Well, it may be then a reflection of the reality, which is why those auto haulers are parked out on Route 9, because
They can't make the
they can't make that turn. Which I think raises,
I mean, it sounds like if they make the turn, it's just they have to use the other lane
they
to
gotta use
make the
both lanes.
turn.
If somebody's waiting to pull
Right.
out onto
So-
Route 9,
It's
they
even
can't
harder
make
to
that
get
turn.
out.
Right,
I think that the safety concern that the traffic consultants are pinging, right, is,
if they can turn around on the site, that's different. I mean, as
Well,
long as
yeah,
they
I
can,
think
as
that-
long as they can show that they can turn around on site, I think
Which we do
that's the
show.
more
Which they
important
show.
issue at this point.
which they show.
Again, and somebody at some point in time must have approved this entrance,
And they're not
right?
proposing to
So, I
change
mean,
the
we're not,
entrance.
yeah, and then we're not really dealing with just the entrance. I mean, the entrance is, it's been there for years, so,
It's true.
it's just a matter of them demonstrating that they can get the vehicle, onto the property, they can, unload the vehicles, be able to get turned around on the property, and then be able to get off the property,
That we
so,
show. We've actually shown
Yeah,
the car carrier pulling in,
yeah,
veering left.
making the K-turn that it needs to turn around and pull out.
right,
Yeah.
because otherwise, I mean, I understand, I understand the engineers, issue with that, because again, it's, the car haulers, are just, they are getting bigger, they're getting dimensionally, a little, out of whack, and it's hard for them to do it, and, to redesign the entrance just for one vehicle, one type of vehicle to get in there, but everything else is gonna work fine, where it was previously approved. I think maybe we're asking a little too much at that,
Sure.
at that
I mean,
point.
it's-
To do the right, I mean, if everybody else is in agreement with what I'm saying, but, if everybody agrees with me, so,
I'm okay with it.
yeah. And we just concentrate on what's going on site so that they could turn around and get out of there.
So
All right.
the extra parking, Mark,
Sorry.
maybe it needs to be denoted, because a lot of times when I've gone in there, they're parking, you can only get one car to go through, because if they don't know where to put the...
The new parking area?
No, but I've gone in there,
Oh.
and they had nowhere to park, so they're parking and double parking, so they have to keep that clear, so when the car goes.
Oh, that,
For
I'm
both,
sorry, you're
that,
talking
that
aisle,
lane
Yeah.
is not always
We can make
clear,
that clear.
and to Volvo as well as Volkswagen.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, they're actually one-sided, you know, I mean, they're
Right.
sisters. All right, so as far as the entrance, we're okay, I'm sorry, with the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that falls
And
back
you're
to
happy
the,
with the loading zone? That
do we want to,
satisfies your
if they can
ask.
get in and
Yeah.
do that K-turn, that's fine.
so Barbara, do we want to delineate the loading zone? Would it be easier for you to have them, to mark that, you know?
Mark
paint-
it, or put signs, no parking at any time,
So
or
you're saying
something.
where they stop and unload, or?
Yeah, I think where, you know,
Where the load-
where
where
they're
the-
intended to
yeah.
stop and unload for that to be hatched in some way.
I mean, they have so many employees, they grab a car and they'll just
Right.
pull over it. You're not getting one of these loading trucks on a daily basis maybe, but you don't know when they're coming. So,
Okay, we can show that.
Okay. All right. So- Okay. All right, so I guess that's it. So with all that, I mean, with those changes, I think are we at a point where we can issue a negative declaration?
I think
Do you
that,
feel, or do we need to get
I think that
the,
you have a clear understanding of the changes that the planning board is looking for. And you have a month until the next meeting. You can make those changes and resubmit. In that time, I think it would be appropriate for you to authorize me to draft the
draft the
negative
right-
declaration that you can consider. And at
Okay.
that point, we'll have new plans, we can take a look at that.
Can we do a resolution that night too, or no?
Well, I think the idea that the pacing of it would be negative declaration, then you go to the ZBA, they can finally vote for your variances.
let the
and
ZBA
then
do
back.
theirs, and then you could come back and
Okay,
then we can sign off on a final resolution.
okay.
So if you're okay with that, then entertain a motion to authorize the planner to draft a negative declaration for the
So
project.
moved.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Aye.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.
should be, she usually puts them on.
All right.
Mark, before you go, has this already had its public hearing?
Yes.
Okay. I just didn't see the date down.
Yeah.
I thought I
Yeah, was that-
remembered that happening, I just wanted to
We'll
make
put it
Say.
on the agenda for the next meeting.
sure. Yeah, date.
So that was the last, it was the last time they were here, I think, right?
I don't think so, I don't remember.
Huh?
It was a while back.
Okay,
It was a while back.
all right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, so with that, we're to the end of the agenda for the evening. I don't think there's any other business that we want to discuss, other than possibly some, if we want to go ahead and talk to the attorney regarding some future projects, entertain a motion to go into attorney-client session.
I'll make that.
With the, okay, all right. What?
Are you coming back out?
No, we'll probably, when we come back, there'll be no votes. It's just a conversation regarding some of the items that have been going on behind the scenes. So with that, we won't be coming back into session, and we won't be voting on any items. So at this point,
You can do a vote, you can do a motion to end the meeting now, and then
End
just
it.
go into,
okay,
go into
all
attorney-client.
right,
I'll make a
So-
motion to adjourn.
okay.
Second that.
Motion's made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you.
Hey, Dee?